'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Murwillumbah, Nambour, Rochester, Kilmore, Murwillumbah, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Alladala, Darwin, Ginger, Nilliquin, Muckdilla, Wallumbilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramacula. I've been everywhere, man.
Well, of course, Lucky actually mentioned it very quickly. We are, in fact, going to Murwillumbah at 13 minutes to 11, where we find Meli Axford. G'day, Meli.
G'day, how you going, guys?
Going well. Neil here. The other one that you've already spoken to is Grant. Well, I'm embarrassed to say that Grant was trying to confuse your town with Murwillumbah. You better tell us where Murwillumbah is.
So Murwillumbah is right up near the Queensland border in northern New South Wales. It's relatively close to the coast, and there's a lot of villages in the Shire that are actually along the coast there in the Tweed coast.
Oh, lovely. And what finds you there, Meli?
Well, I relocated here from Brisbane about 20 years ago to, make a bit of a green change.
And distance-wise out of Brisbane, roughly?
It's about 1 hour and 45 out of Brisbane.
Yeah. We like to do a random survey here every now and again, Meli, so we're just going to randomly select you at random and ask this question. What's the greatest AFL football team going around?
That would definitely have to be the Brisbane Lions.
Oh, surprise. It's
almost like you didn't know the answer.
It's almost I knew the answer to that question before I asked it. We just have to have a little moment, don't we?
Yeah.
Grand Barracks for Geelong. Shh.
This is only going to last for another 12 months or so, until they probably win it again.
So it's a town that, when I was talking to you during the week, and we stick around, folks, for the I've Been Everywhere project, as Meli will be my guest from Murwillumbah, we mentioned the fact that used to be where the railway stopped, and you used to have to sort of do something to get into Queensland from there.
That's exactly right, because of the different gauge sizes of the tracks, the New South Wales Railway only came to Murwillumbah and stopped. And then you had to get a bus up to Queensland. I'm not sure where the Queensland Railway goes down to, but it's, something like Robina or something like that.
Yeah, and I think these days you can actually catch a train all the way through. I think they've done something with standard gauges or something. But back in the olden days, if a Melburnian wanted to go to Brisbane by the train, they would get a train from Spencer Street Station, as used to be called in Melbourne, up to Albury. They go off at Albury, they have to change trains, get on to Albury to Sydney, then get off and get on to Sydney to Murwillumbah, then get off and then catch a bus. You understand why flying took off, can't you? They took off, get what I did?
Absolutely. Well, in fact, if you're going from Sydney to Brisbane now, you get the train up to Casino and then you get the bus up to Queensland where you get back on a different train.
Casino's a bit of a gamble.
He's on fire, isn't he?
So the good folk around Murwillumbah, what's the town there for? Why does Murwillumbah be where it is, except for the fact that it's the end of the railway line?
Yeah, in the past it was a really big farming area, I suppose. There's a lot of sugar cane that's still grown here, and we have a sugar cane mill. Aside from that, I'm not. There's no really other big obvious industry.
And you've only been there 20 years, so you're nowhere near a local yet.
Yeah, I'm not a local yet. Yeah, there are a lot of businesses. I remember when I first moved to Murwillumbah, which was, like I said, 20 years ago. I was taking the kids around for trick or treat on Halloween, and we went to this lady's house, and she had this amazing setup for Halloween, and we were having a chat to her, and she said to me, I moved to Murwillumbah 20 years ago and I thought it was going to take off. And yeah, that has been exactly what I was thinking when I moved there.
So Murwillumbah, I would have thought, being close enough to Brisbane and the Gold Coast, people could work remotely from Murwillumbah, have that sort of lifestyle and then engage in inverted commas, proper employment on the Gold Coast or in fact up in Brisbane occasionally.
Yeah, absolutely. I work remotely, actually for a company in America, but there is good internet here, and it's great lifestyle. There's certainly everything you need. I don't really find myself having to go to Brisbane very often. But yeah, definitely a large percentage of the population do commute to the Gold Coast for work. There's definitely, it's a way bigger.
Well, in light of our theme today, Neil, in hotels, what's the Murwillumbah hotel like there?
We have got quite a few hotels. The Imperial Hotel in town has just been done up, and it's really beautifully done. And we've also got another one, I think it's called the Riverside. It's on the Riverside, and it's a great spot to go and have a beer after work or a nice lunch on the weekend.
It must have taken a long time to come up with the name of that. It's on the Riverside. What can we call the hotel? We can't call it the Commercial. That's probably been taken, or the Railway, because it stops there. Oh, no, let's call it Riverside. Yeah, that's a good idea. And we did mention this in the podcast episode, but I think if you ask most Melburnians what Murwillumbah is most famous for, they talk about a bank robbery. Oh, well, that's rude. That's a bit rough.
And Meli was just saying how good the internet and phone work.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well, that was Meli from Murwillumbah, and I just know. Look at them licking their lips next door, because you beauty, the phone's broken, so they're going to have to. Well, I think we were going to talk about the fact that there's a pub there. There's a bank there that was robbed because what happened was they rented the shop next door and built a tunnel underneath.
Is that right?
Yeah, and that's kind of it.